Earlier when I was talking about the sex industry, and when I was told as a child that well, not I was told, but that the sex industry, like basically really on the 70s, it was like that they had like the sex movies in 42nd Street in New York. They were actually showing rape victims. The well, I said, it's like showing sex, but it was actually showing women have sex, because if somebody comes to your house to fix the plumbing, and you're sitting in with water ankle deep, you don't want to have sex. Because water is so important to your life and your well-being and etc. So, you have to excuse like any type of logic that comes along with, what I'm saying. Not that they really needed a storyline, but I just, I misspoke. So, and because I do think that it is important that we do cartel the sex industry, and the really only way to do that is to fix our schools. We definitely need to fix our schools, because the schools are below par, and everybody knows, and it's well known. And it's not like the schools don't get the funding. It's just that the money doesn't get to the schools. We have a political problem that we need a nice broom. We need to go in there with a broom. We need to go in there with a mop. Behind a mop, maybe a wax and shine. Anyway, and and also with our finances the way it is, especially with the Federal Reserve, I think as long as that our money is being controlled by outside interests, that we're in another great problem. I think it's wonderful that the President Obama has trying to make arrangements for our children to get educated, because it's not so much just the future of our children, it's the future of our country, it's the future of America. And what type of people we're gonna have, that's gonna be replacing, what type of society do we want to have? A society where it's a martial law, where you go down the street, you get frisked, you gotta have show papers. They did that in World War II. Segregate a certain type of people, and aggravate and harass them. What I'm saying? I don't see how it's benefiting our economics right now in America. I think there's some illusion that everything is fine and dandy, and I really don't think it is. I think that as long as certain people are kept well fed, and some of these politicians are just some thirsty tots. But anyway, they thirsty as they die. But, and you know what I mean? And then once you throw in the race, into the whole thing, it's a way to keep, even white people, confused of the main issue, what I'm saying, which they gladly jump on that bandwagon, but, and then you could throw in immigrations, and then we have football, and we have basketball. So you throw, and then the third of the other people that are on the internet, the only thing they're doing is looking at X-ray stuff, trying to hook up, trying to get together. I don't know what's so appealing about trying to just automatically hook up with the STDs. That was another thing that sort of got edited out of the other one. Not by me. But if men have more than one partner, you're going to have STDs. In our society, we blame the women, because you got to imagine that before we had a war society, which probably is very hard because the way that it's been going along ever since the white people invaded Egypt. They continue to invade with the notion that you have to divide, and what other ways to divide a culture than separated. Because you have to understand, life does come from the female in our species. It is the female, okay? And you want to change her around or whatever you want to, but it's the female that is left with the obligation to birth. You know, where God gives us the food to nurture them. And if you destroy the female, make her less important than what she is, because life does not come from males. Life comes from females. I thought you guys all saw the Da Vinci Code. Female, hello. You know what I'm saying? So, if the female that is giving the life is the guy, you know, to nourish this child and give this child the information that he needs to continue. If you have the women being ejectitized, you're having a sick society. You know, where we think that we have to have wars, where we think we have to have genetically modified food, or where we think we have to do things that are being self-destructive, that is being polluted to the, you know, not only to the mind, the air, the land, and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? You think they're going to go out in space and live out there? No, they're going to go out in space and be a meal to some microscopic life that you know, in our way of thinking, in our non you know what I'm saying? Because like out in space, there's no grocery store. Dollars ain't gonna work, and there's no air, and there's no water. So you know, it's not like, you know, like anything like you see it on TV. It's not Star Trek. You know, it's not anything like it's like Deep Space or none of that. Farsight. It's not like none of that, for the simple fact that in all those they didn't need any apparatus to breathe with. You know, they didn't. You know, you didn't see them floating around. So you have to think about that. What, you know, do we do? You know what I'm saying? So our solution is not going out into space. Our solution is to fix our educational system. I believe if you fix the educational system, you'll have people that are pumped out, that brain waves will be more charged on not just their self-wants and needs and their gratification. You know, we have a split, divided society as it is. You know, white people all talking about, oh, white power, whatever bullshit. I think we have, like, if you know, you want the ultimate white power, look at the British. Look at they have, you know, I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing besides playing the same old fucking song and dance over and over fucking again. It's a fucking treason act. It's fucking disgusting that we allow such type of democracy of our constitutional rights by having the rebel flag in Mississippi flying high. You know, people that want to separate. If you want to separate from the United States, get a stepping. Bye. Ain't nobody stopping you. You believe? There's no doors at this fucking border, bitch. White privilege, you can take your ass right on out. They give you a passport. Tell them you want to just go. Bye. You got the money, get the fuck out of this capitalist society. Ain't nobody asking you to stay here around us black folks. Ain't no black folks want no bullshit. Fuck, it was a very nice place. It was paradise for you white people came over here. Look at the shit you did. You think somebody gonna miss your ass? Please. You know, you want to start, you want us to worry about terrorists and, oh, we're terrorists or whatever. Well, go the fuck over there. That's why we have to keep you white racists thinking you're going to be the superior thing. Who else is going to get all that high-headed and run overseas every fucking time they need somebody to go over there and die? You know, war is sort of dumb. War kills. They blow up. It's not just buildings that blow up, it's people. You're not just going to be sitting there like in your house playing some little fucking game. You sit there, come back with one motherfucker leg and shit ain't fucking funny. But anyway, so the the X-rated movie sex industry for the longest time was just showing rape victims. So we now have a society, rape society, and you get to see the real extreme, like in the Muslims, in the bourgeois. I mean, like they probably whatever that guy's name is in Nigeria, that bozo bitch, that clown ass fucking bitch. He'd be a fucking funny if he wasn't murdered. They probably, you know what I'm saying, they probably couldn't, you know what I'm saying, how many people are going to buy a wife, really? If you're the type of person that just think you're going to buy a fucking wife, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be highly disappointed because the bitch ain't going to want you. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going to know you. You took her under duress. You know, and nobody wants to be taken it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so like their whole thinking, it doesn't even it's not even a human trait that will come from, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? There's no woman's gonna like you. If anything else, if you're smart, you know what I'm saying? If they're smart, or they really want to get, you know, they're gonna plot your death every fucking move. Get the fuck out there. They got, you know, anyway. So like we got a problem with the Muslim. I think we just instigating them, and as long as and you can see the results of them not being educated. Because like there's no fucking way you're gonna tell me that you're gonna go way the fuck over there to go blow your head up, and we don't have a fucking problem in our education system in the United States. You got a motherfucker that he's just gonna leave his house, get with an FBI guy, and he don't got no fucking money, no motherfucking job, and he gonna buy some shit like that. Either an FBI guy is the biggest trick out hoe there is. Well, I don't know what the shit that is, but anyway. But maybe we need to with our school systems, instead of them going from their mom houses to the jailhouse, maybe they need to have a stop off at the psychiatrist's house. Fuck. Anyway.